Gentlemen, welcome back to another video. My name is Striker.
My name is Luba.
Now today we want to talk to you about a topic that a lot of YouTubers talk about. Some of them in our space, some of them in other spaces on the internet. And that is the topic of looks, money,
And status.
and status. And there's something that is missing from what these guys are talking about. And it's something that's bothered me for a while, but it bothers me more now because of the experiences that we have with Heart Rocket and understanding relationships on a different level, other than just watching like red pill videos or reading a few books or reading the headlines on some of these topics and some guy who seems to be an expert giving you his opinion. Because if you listen to some of these YouTubers, it's either looks, money or status, and they'll break it down into what's the most important, then the second most important, and the third most important. Now, I'm not saying that those things are not important at all. Looks are important. Man has to be well kept, as we call it. Status does play some part in terms of, is she going to be looking up to you? Is she going to be dating up? Do other people look up to you? Because that's important to her. If other people are looking up to you, whether it's women or whether it's men, men want to be him, women want to be with him. You know, that for her is, she also wants to be part of that crowd. She wants to be the one who's going to get the prize. And the other thing, money, of course, is going to provide security as well. But the one thing that they're missing, that we see a lot, isn't it? What is it?
It's emotions. A lot of guys who are calling us, as you know, we have a call with the person before we can accept. And a lot of guys messaging like, we can't get your services on the website because like there's no button for that. And there is a reason for that. Button.
No, bottom.
And so I said that, there's a reason for that, because we want to qualify each other. We want to understand that you good, that we are good for you and you're good for us. And I, as a matchmaker, can really help you. And a lot of people, unfortunately, when they have all these three criteria, like money, status, and look, they become a little bit arrogant. And I know that Striker hate when I say this word, and he thinks that I don't know the meaning of this word completely. There's a reason for that. But anyway, like these people.
What word? Hang on.
Arrogant.
Oh.
Because the guys, especially when they're from US, from the very big cities, from a very famous states, I don't want to name or offend anybody, but the way they talk, it's like they think, what else do the lady need? Like, what else? Like, why can't I get like a younger lady? Or why can't I get this or that? Like, I have all of this, look at me. But they forgetting the little essential thing that sometimes is much more important than look, than status, and sometimes even more important than money. It is emotion that you're giving to each other. This is the emotion and feelings that you can share and experience that you can have. And one of the most important qualities that ladies looking for, of course, Striker is right, money is, especially nowadays, it's so important, because without money, like, you can't live. And nobody, and if any lady say, oh, money doesn't matter, it's a bullshit. Like, it's a hook that she tried to put you on, that she's like very sweet and nice lady and she doesn't care about money. Money are important, but charismatic person, a person with a good sense of humor, a person who can surprise or do something interesting, this is what every lady is looking for. And you may look at this video now and say, but what to do if I'm not charismatic? What to do if I'm not like, have a good sense of humor? Even though I know that most of the guys, they think that they do, but it's okay. They do think that they have a good sense of humor, right, Striker?
Of course, yes. We all have a very good sense of humor.
But you agree with me?
Yeah, I think that, like, yes, guys that make money, they think, well, I've got a lot of money, I should be able to get like a 30-year age gap. Or, I'm very good looking and I should be able to get this, but I don't have much money. And I talk about it in another video, I can't remember when I made this video, but I talk about like a three-pronged sort of a seesaw, right? And one will balance out the other, depending where it is, and you've got to find some sort of equilibrium in there. But emotion, like, almost, I can't say with every woman, because there are some women that are just like gold diggers, that have been through the ringer, that don't care, that have something to prove, that where emotion is not gonna, it's not gonna cut it. But I also think a lot of what comes into this is the age of the woman as well. There's a dog, really big dog, like looking at me. Oh, he's gone. Good.
Look, he was listening to you. Important.
Yeah, he was listening. He was like, emotion. That's what I need. And now he's gone. But we talk about social conditioning with the woman, about how they are, they're not so feminine these days, and they believe that they don't need a man and all that sort of stuff. The feminism that is seeped into that's like destroying masculinity in the West, right? That's social conditioning. There's also the social conditioning that's telling guys that all you need is looks, money, and status. These looks, money, and status are beneficial to you as a man going forward in the world.
And this is what you achieve in your life. This is you actually did it for yourself. You know, you did it for yourself to join or to get to some certain level that you set up for yourself. Because the woman that you're meeting is not telling you that you have to make this amount of money or you have to become a vice president. It was your decision to become this, and it's your desire to be that. It's your goals and.
Exactly, and you will have that if you meet like the woman that you think is like the woman of your dreams, whatever, you know. And if you have achieved that, you've managed to form a relationship because of that, and that relationship ends, you still have that. So it's important to keep that all the way through, right? So that's yours. You get to hold that. But the emotion that a woman can have, right? The roller coaster that you can take her on is so incredibly important, because look at it this way, right? I'll boil it down so it's really, really simple to understand. You've got looks, you've got money, you've got status, but you are boring as f***. Okay? How many women are going to stick around with you? The woman that wants like you to spend money on them. Okay, if you stop spending money on them, they will leave. Okay, looks. Okay, you know, looks is
it's
down.
Temporary.
Yeah, and one looks is temporary, but it's also down on the list as well, right? It really is, because you have to have the security. You got to have those, be a well-provisioning man. You have to have these things for a woman to see value in you. Looks is not that valuable for women in terms of survival if we're looking at it from a evolutionary perspective.
And also everybody has a different taste. You know, sometimes you walk and you see that the lady is like walking with a guy, or the guy walking with a lady that you would like, you not finding this attractive, but you like, but these people are happy together. They're married or they're dating. Especially here in Spain, you know, a lot of couples I see that they're dating, and they're like older couples, because here, like in the city that we are, like it's usually people over 50, I would say, like 45 plus, and so you can tell that they're not married. With some of them, we're even speaking with Striker, and we see like we're just making fun. A Striker can walk by and say, "Ah, Tinder date," or something like that. And so they are dating, and like we may not find like them attractive or whatever, but who cares? Like if they're happy. But there's some essential point. And what I want to add here, like I give advice, because you may think, but what if I'm for example, introvert, and I don't really know how to make jokes or how to be charismatic or how to do like different fun stuff. There's a lot of things for that. There's a lot of ideas for that. It doesn't mean that you personally have to be that person if you are not. You can do something, you can plan something, you can arrange something, you can listen to her and advise, like, and do something nice to her, like little things that she would say that, you know, she never, like that she, I don't know, like something, and then in a couple of days you're gonna do that. You know, this is what it means. It means that, you know, it doesn't mean that you have to be like have this personality. If you don't, you don't. Like it's nothing that can be fixed on that. But you can do it. You can arrange. There's thousands of different opportunities in this life to be, you know, to create the lady this roller coaster. Because the lady, just 1 second before you say, unfortunately, the lady gave you a little bit different roller coaster. She gave you like a lot of like when you're excited about her, when you love her, when you want her, and then she puts you down because she is the beach. I mean, like she acts beachy, and it happened to all of us. And but then like she's in a bad mood or something. So this is the roller coaster that the woman is giving to men, and men enjoy that. And sometimes like as she's getting, like the guys for some reason are more excited about her. But this is another part. You should give her a little bit different roller coaster, and Striker is better to advise on that.
Well, this is what I'll say here. Okay, we're trying to make this video under 10 minutes because that's what we decided, but it's not that difficult to surprise a woman and do something unexpected that she thought you were going to do something else. Okay, so, you know, just think. It's not even about thinking outside. It's like almost being counterintuitive to what she would expect. Now, you may think, I don't want to do that because she'll be surprised and she might even not even like it. That's not the point. The point is that you're not predictable. All right? If you're not predictable, she's going to have different emotions, almost emotions that maybe she's not really going to be comfortable with, but that's okay, because if she's too comfortable, it's not going to work. So it's then when those other traits that, you know, the social conditioning for us men have, which those looks, money, status, because women could never ever have any other level beneath them, right? Which is a lot of this red pill kind of stuff, which some of it I subscribe to, but some of it I dropped off. I dropped off. I was on the red pill train, and there's a time when you need to get off. So, you know, think about that for a second. Think about the emotion. Think about being unexpected. Think about taking her on this roller coaster of emotions, you know, thinking about what's something different, being counterintuitive, you know.
And never say to the lady, that, you know, but like I'm a vice president of this company, or like I'm a high-end lawyer. What do you want?
Or I'm the vice president of the United States.
Subscribe to the channel. You understand? Like, we hope that you understand, but if you don't, just leave the comment and we will try to clarify that.
Yeah.
Like, we when we do our coaching calls, we usually give advices according to the guy, because I can over the 12 years of experience, you know, I've been working with the guys who were like captains of the Boeings, you know, and flying overseas. Somebody was like you know, running the huge companies, business owners, and I can tell, you know, the different characters of the people, different but it's not that many actually differences in people. So it's easy to give an advice, because sometimes guys never even think that this is something unusual, because he was living the same way for 50 years, and you know, why should he change something? But there's like one thing I like about guys that is different from the women, is that you can tell 100 times to a woman and she probably will never change the way she's doing. But the guy is actually, guys usually, they actually want to improve themselves, they want to get better. And if you say to the guy, please don't do this or don't do that, not in a bad way, not in a like yelling way or arguing, if you just ask him, he will definitely do that. So, you know, we are here for you to advise or help you with anything in your relationship, even no matter where it is it in Ukraine or overseas, because now we're in Europe and we're getting to know more about European people and their dating skills.
Yeah, so just remember this, just to close on this, looks, money, status, that does play some role, but if people are telling you it's just that, they are lost in this process. You need to take her on a series of emotions, and money will not do it, looks will not do it, and status, maybe depending on what status you have, may do some of it. If you don't think about taking her on these emotions, surprising her, being unpredictable, being counterintuitive, and taking her on this roller coaster, it's not going to work. She will find that emotion in someone else who may have less money, less status, and be more uglier than what you are, and you will miss out. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.